Warriors is our finals matchup. What are your guys' predictions for the series? Personally, for me, I'm gonna go Warriors in 6. I think it's gonna be
Same.
clean,
Yeah, same.
like somewhat close, but like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's gonna get that Finals MVP this time. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I've heard of like people saying Warriors in 4 or 5, but I just think people are kind of comparing the Warriors to when they were with KD. I think they're kind of thinking about that moment. But the Warriors are such a different team. They still have Curry, Thompson, Green, but Thompson is way different. You have Jordan Poole. So the Celtics they're the best defensive team in the NBA, in my opinion, or top 2, 3. So if they defend Curry, lock him up, lock all those top scorers for the Warriors, they have a legit chance because the way Tatum's been shooting from the 3-point range, like he's been shooting amazing. So if he plays well, doesn't have down games like he did in game 3 of the Miami series, like they have a legit chance. So I do think Warriors in 6 because I just think the Warriors have way more experience in these type of situations, like the finals, and the Celtics have 0. So I think experience will kind of tell us who's going to win.
To me, for Boston to win it, it comes down to the big man. You gotta go at him. You gotta go at him in the post if I'm Boston, because I mean, don't get me wrong, Tatum's a good shooter, but you look at Golden State, they're all good shooters, all of them.
True.
So it's like if you're gonna beat them, you got to go for the 80% shots. You got to go for the 90% shots because Tatum is as great as Tatum is. He's not gonna average 45.
Yeah.
So I mean, he might have his 45-point game or his 35-point game, but you can't rely. I would say Boston just doesn't have that shooting caliber, and nobody has really the shooting caliber that Golden State has. So, I mean, you got to go at them where Golden State is weakest, which I would argue is the paint. So, if it were up to me, and I'm a big fan of the paint. Of course, I love Joel Embiid, so I'm a big fan of the paint basketball play, and I think Boston can really do that because Boston is one of the few teams to really challenge Embiid down there. So, especially in the East. So I think in order for Boston to even get it to 6 or 7 or win, you got to go at them in the post. That's got to be the focal point.
Yeah, like Steph Curry has kind of rallied along like Kevin Looney, Draymond Green. Like I saw so many plays where he just passes and they go in the paint, body them, and dunk. So if you have like Robert Williams, Al Horford, those type of guys, playing good D, yeah, I think that's actually a good point.
Yeah, no, and like you said, most of the plays you see for Golden State when it comes to big men are offensive, and the Boston defense is nasty. The Boston defense is really, really good, especially interior defense. So anything can happen if, it comes down to it because defense really changes the game of basketball.